Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kimberly and I am a part-time reseller on platforms like Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari. And I send things into the RealReal. I do partner kits right now with ThreadUp, and I've started consigning on Flip. Today I am doing a Was It Worth It haul. I'm filming this on April 1st, and yesterday I went to a Goodwill that is about 30 minutes away, and sat in a lot of traffic, so it took longer than 30, but that's beside the point. And I want to discuss what I bought, I want to show you guys what I got, and I want to talk about why I got it. And one of the reasons why is I really want to discuss, was this worth the 30-minute drive one way, and would you pick these things up? Are these things that you sell, or any of these like bread and butter or pieces that you would go out of your way to pick up too? This store is often kind of like my honey hole. I find a lot of designer here, but this trip wasn't so great. I picked up 10 pieces, and I'm not mad at anything I bought. I have good reasons for why I bought things. One of the reasons being, we just drove 30 minutes to come and sat in traffic, and I'm picking things up. I'm not walking out of here empty-handed, because at the very least, I want to make this trip worth having come this far. That being said, I definitely left things behind. I put things back. I picked things up, put things back, all that. I feel like I probably would have been better off going just to the local Goodwill. We have one down the road from, it's decent, but they get picked over, and if you're not there, like, as they're putting things out, you're not in luck. But the thing is that they don't put things out at any given time, so who knows when you have to be there. Anyway, I'm going to show you what I got, and I'm going to talk about a little bit why I bought it, and I would love to have a discussion, especially in the comments, on what you would have done if you would have picked this stuff up, all of that. So let's start with one of my, this is the first time I've ever found this brand. I have watched McThriftsy and a bunch of other people talk about this brand before, and I'm so happy to find it, and I'm going to show you why I absolutely picked it up anyway. Okay, so up first, let's show, it's Denim & Supply Ralph Lauren, which is a brand they do not sell anymore. It's a line they don't have. This is in a size extra large, so great size, right? And it's new with tags. It is a new with tags piece. It is this super cute crop length sweatshirt with this print. Not gonna lie, when I was in the store, I had no idea what the print was. I didn't even care. I figured it out later, but in the back, it has this nice lace work. I was so, like, I'm still tempted to keep it, but I won't. So I paid $5 for this, which isn't necessarily paying up for me. My cost of goods range between $2 and $5, depending on where I'm shopping, things like that. The reason I picked it up is because I went and looked up comps, and I don't always get to do this in this store because most of the store is a dead spot, but there's one spot in the front. Get lucky. So I found the exact shirt that I found right here, and as you can see it, this is the sold listings, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's sold for $25. Now, this is not the same size. In fact, none of the ones that have sold are the size that I have. Number one, there's been 4 that have sold, and there are only 2 currently available on Poshmark. On Poshmark, they're both size small, and they're both listed for $20. Because I have a larger size, because it is new with tags, and because I have seen that it's sold for $25, I've seen there was like 5 other solds, right? 25, there was one that was 10 that had a lot of wear and stuff. There was one that sold for $16. There was another one that sold for $20. The comps are all over the place. However, there is one that sold for $25. This one's in good condition. This was a medium size, Mine is an extra large, so it's a larger size, which is desirable. It's new with tags, which is great, and it's a good piece. It's a good print. It's, you know, it has a lot going for it. So I have decided I'm gonna list mine at $35 and see what happens. And I would hope to get 25 at the lowest, but maybe I'll get a full price, who knows. But I think with the size I have, the new with tags, the desirability, because it is a good brand to pick up and be on the lookout for, I think I'll be in luck. And obviously it depends. So that's what I'm starting with. I think right there, it kind of made the trip worth it. I mean, obviously, and that's just one piece. So next, oh my gosh, this thing is a Torrid size 4, which I am always on the lookout for the larger size of Torrid. I personally wear Torrid, but I range between a 0 to a 2 in Torrid. So I'm a common size. We're not as desirable, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, sounds fine. 4, and it was new with tags. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. This is a really cute button front. It's kind of shacket-like. It's kind of like heavyweight. And it has this floral detail on it. They were only asking $5 for this. I was like, yes, please. I've never seen them marked Torrid so low. So I had to have it. I did look up comps on that. They're kind of all over the place. Torrid isn't exactly the big money maker that it used to be, but size, condition, style, I'm probably going to list this around 35 as well. What was the original price? The original price of this was $55.50. So I'm like going around the half mark ish. So we'll see. Next is a piece that, again, I didn't even look up comps when I was there. I didn't have the service, but there were things about it that made me say, I need to pick this up. I'll do the research later. Now, I'd never heard of this brand. It's Massardi. Oh my gosh. And it's a size medium. If you see there, it's 100% silk. It has the shoulder pads. And look, I love that the shoulder pads have the same print as the shirt. So it is a button front silk short sleeve top with this amazing shoe print. It is so gorgeous. Now, it had so much going for it that I didn't look up comps. I will look up comps before I list or anything. But even without the comps, my plan was to list around 20, 25. Maybe the comps will say, hey, list me higher. We'll see. I don't always look up comps when I pick up if I can't. We don't have the ability to return, but I always find a way to make more than my money back. Next is this 1 by 1 teaspoon. It is a size medium made for free people. And it is this gorgeous, I believe it's a top. Nope, it's a romper. See, romper. I thought it was a top at first, but yeah. So it's this gorgeous, like, oversized, long sleeve, puff sleeve romper. And when I saw that it was this oversized romper, and I don't know why I kept saying top for a second, it called to me. And then I saw that they only charge $3.99 for rompers and cover-ups, and I was like, okay, I don't think you can go wrong. I will have to look up the comps on this because I don't remember them off the top of my head, but I did look, this up. But the brand, the size, the look of it, I just felt like this was worth picking up. And even in the store, without looking up comps, I was thinking around 25. Could be more, might be a little less, but I still think it'll be worth it. So that's why I went with that one. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. The next piece I bought is so simple, so plain. However, every time I sell certain brands, that's all that sells for me. It's not the pieces that are elaborate or have a design or a fun print. No. It's definitely basics that sell. So for me, brands like Vince, Theory, Eileen Fisher, if it isn't a basic, it's probably gonna sit for me. So I was really excited for this, which was like, yeah. This is an Eileen Fisher size medium, and it is this basic black 3/4 length dress. 3/4 length sleeve dress. So it's basically just a t-shirt dress in a size medium in black. And they wanted $6.99, and I figured about $35 for this. Comps were hard to look up because it's so basic, and I do have that problem sometimes with the basic pieces. So then it becomes a, let's see what happens. Next, I could not leave this behind for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons. Okay, first let's show you what it is. This is, oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard to show you what it is because it's a dress. It's this gorgeous, it's a little more burgundy in person than on the camera. It has lace detail at the trim, at the hem. It kind of goes up the side a little bit. It's then got lace at the back where the zipper is. This is a Lulu's size small. They wanted $7.99 for this, and it was new with tags. I have done really well with Lulu's, especially the new with tags Lulu's, and I just sold a maxi length, this same color, like almost like bridesmaid dress from Lulu's, new with tags, that had wear for like $30. And because it had the wear, that's why I took a lower offer. But I still made profit because I spent about $6 on that dress. This one's $1 more, and it's a short dress, but it's in much better condition. I did try and look up comps. I'll have to look up a little bit better, but I'm thinking around that $40 mark again, maybe a little bit, you know. I would be happy with $30 again, I will say that, but I'm hoping for a little more, just because the condition is better. This was a piece that I literally came around the corner. I looked at the aisle that was full of people, and I was like, I'm not going down there. I'm gonna look at this row of shirts. But then I saw the brand from where I was standing, and I ran over and grabbed it. Like I was struggling running over grabbing it. It is Karen Millen. It's a size 6. Oh my gosh. And it is this gorgeous sheath dress in red. It has the nice like detail in the back to give you structure. It has a slit. It is lined. The only flaw that I saw is that the lining is has fallen a little bit. So it's not detached, but it should be up a little bit more. It's the only thing that's wrong with this dress. It's like a scuba knit type material. It is gorgeous. It is, yeah. I have been trying to get more into some of these like nicer pieces. I picked up 1 or 2 other Karen Millen dresses. I've sold a few on like the RealReal, but I'm no longer sending my Karen Millen in unless it's a piece that's way too small, because Karen Millen is only around the $50 mark on the RealReal, and they only give you 30%, and there's so many coupons. So I'm gonna list this myself. I'll probably list it around the $65 mark, but I will check comps again. Basics. Sometimes the basics are hard to look up, and that's pretty basic. I mean, it's not like I can put in Karen Millen floral print with blah, yeah, no, it's a red dress. So that's one thing. Here was another interesting find. Maybe we're coming out of this season, but still totally worth picking up. And it was another one of those things where I kind of glanced behind me, saw the brand, had to look at it. This is J. McLaughlin. It's a size large, and it is this heavyweight cardigan. It's in this fun like coral. It has like this really nice button detail, nice pockets at the front, and it is new without tags because it still has its button bag attached at the bottom here. It's 55% cotton, 45% modal. It is so nice. It really is. I couldn't leave it behind, especially since they only had it listed at $6.99. I've actually had, it's hit or miss for me with J. McLaughlin. Some pieces will sell like that, or some pieces will get a lot of attention. I'm like, okay, I can hold out, and other pieces are just dead. but I think that has enough going for it that I think it'll sell. Although it is a blazer type cardigan, so it may take a little bit. It might have to find the right buyer, especially since we're coming out of winter. Okay, this is the joke of the reselling community. I have seen it, but I could not resist kind of keeping it for myself. I might just end up keeping it for my, I will probably end up keeping this for myself. It is and I've never found this brand, so I had to. Spiritual, in the thrift, I mean. Spiritual Gangster, one size fits all. It is the robe. If you know, it's the robe with the floral print. I'm pretty sure this was in like some subscription box or something, and it has flooded the market. At $5, I was like, I could sell it. I probably won't sell it because it probably isn't worth selling. Maybe, I'm pretty sure most people like selling this thing for $10, but I really liked it, and I figured this could be a nice like cover up for the beach. Not that I go there very often, but it could happen. And I saved kind of the best for last. Kind of. I think everything was really good. But this is my first time ever finding this brand in the thrift, in any store that isn't actually the store itself. And I've only been in that store 1 or 2 times. I found Spanx. So, and it's a size large. And I don't know exactly which Spanx this is. I will have to do a little more like research. They had other pairs there that were not in close to the same condition as these. It's beautiful condition. They barely look worn. They did have this priced up $10.39. However, it's Spanx. I have seen the comps. Obviously, I need to figure out exactly which one this is. Excuse me. To be able to better price it. But in the store, with everything I got, my ultimate cost of goods for everything was like $6 a piece if I do all the averages. So that really helped with something like this. Obviously it doesn't help with something like the Spiritual Gangster, which yeah, but with something like this, I will definitely make my money back plus. And that's what my goal, your goal should never be to just make your money back, but I don't know enough about this just yet, but I couldn't leave it behind because it was in pristine condition. And in the rack right next to it was another pair that was not in pristine condition, was in a smaller size that they wanted $20 for. So I was like, somebody missed this. I'm taking it. And I think part of the reason they missed it, or they didn't necessarily miss it because obviously it's in the boutique section, it has the higher price, but it didn't have like the red Spanx tag that the other one had, and it didn't have a lot going for it. I'm excited actually. But that is my haul, and I would love to know what you think. I want to know if you think my reasoning is sound. Would you have picked these things up? Would you not have? What would you have left behind? I feel like a lot of people would say they would have left the Spiritual Gangster behind, which that's fine. My thing is, when I was looking at it, I wasn't necessarily looking at it as a resale thing. I was looking at it as I could use that as a nice piece. I could use it for styling, and if I wanted to resell it, I could. That's where I go. Sometimes pieces I pick up are not necessarily about the reselling as much as they are, I could use that, and then when I'm done with it, resell it. And so then it becomes this is kind of worth it. Also, like, I just could not get over the humor of it because I have never found that in this. There are some things that everyone's like, oh, it's the this, it's the that, I found it, it's saturated, and I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then I finally find something, and I was just like, I have to have this, even if it's just for the inside joke of it all. Yeah. What do you think of the brands I picked up? Would you have picked these things up? Do you think it was worth the 30-minute drive just to get to the thrift store, and the fact that it was $60? I was like, what was my cost again? $60. It's 10 pieces. I'm pretty sure. I did not double count, but I checked my receipt and all that. I find it funny that my phone started ringing just as I was trying to wrap up this video. Anyway, as I was saying, I just would love to know what you think of what I bought. If you think it was worth the drive, if it was worth the cost, all of that. If you think I will make 2 or 3 times my money. I'd like to hear your thoughts on everything I picked up. Also, what would you do with some of these pieces? Would you list them yourself? Would you send them into someone else to sell? Which brands have you had luck with? Are there any here that you've never found or you are just not, you know, good with? I feel like there's a lot of brands that while I can't seem to sell them, other people do well with, and then like brands that other people try to sell that I have, you know, no problem with. So that's a discussion I'd love to have. And also, what was your favorite piece? I was gonna try and say what my favorite piece is, but I don't know. I want to say it was the Denim and Supply because I love the print. I want to keep it for myself. It is that age-old battle of resell, keep, resell, keep. It's so cute. Where will I wear it? When would I wear it? And it's new with tags. If I wear it, it's no longer new with tags. So it loses some of the value that it has from that. Anyway, so what was your favorite? What would you do? And thank you guys for watching. I would love to see you guys come back. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and following me on this resale journey this year, unboxing things, doing hauls, all of that. And let me know if you want to see more of like these kind of videos where I kind of ask the question of, is it worth it, and show you my thought process behind some of the pieces. Obviously, I only showed you comps on one item, but I hope that was kind of an idea of what I do, how I look, what my thought is on some things. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Whatever that may be, whenever that may be. Bye guys.